एफआईआर होनी चाहिए। अगर वो कहता है कि 11 लोग की मृत्यु हो गई तो एफआईआर होनी चाहिए। और किसी ने अगर गलत आरोप लगाया है तो उसके खिलाफ जांच होनी चाहिए। हम कौन कह रहे हैं कि नहीं होनी चाहिए? लेकिन ये कहना कि कांग्रेस पार्टी इसके पीछे है कि मैंने तो नहीं उसको अमेरिका भेजा था भैया। अगर पॉलिटिकल असाइलम किसी को मिला है तो सिब्बल की वजह से तो नहीं मिला, या कांग्रेस पार्टी की वजह से तो नहीं मिला। अगर ईवीएम में कोई काम हो रहा था 2013 में तो हम कहां थे? हमारी वजह से काम हो रहा था। अगर 11 लोग वो कहता है उनकी मृत्यु हो गई तो उसमें कांग्रेस पार्टी का हाथ था। मतलब कि ये जो बचपने जो बयान है जो आजकल मंत्री देने लगे हैं, मुद्दा देश के सामने है और मुद्दा किसी राजनीतिक दल से जुड़ा हुआ नहीं है। मुद्दा फ्री एंड फेयर इलेक्शंस का है। मुद्दा है कि क्या ईवीएम का दुरुपयोग हो सकता है, और अगर हो सकता है तो हुआ है या नहीं। ये मुद्दे किसी राजनीतिक दल से नहीं जुड़े हुए, ये देश के भविष्य से जुड़े हुए हैं, ये जनता के भविष्य से जुड़े हुए हैं। ये लोकतंत्र के मुद्दे हैं, ये डेमोक्रेसी के मुद्दे हैं, ये सर्वाइवल ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी के मुद्दे हैं। और इसमें आपकी जिम्मेदारी है, हमारी नहीं। आप लोगों की, जो आज मैं कैमरा के सामने जो हमारा बयान दे रहे हैं, आप लोगों की जिम्मेदारी है कि अगर एक शख्स ऐसी बात कह रहा है तो जिम्मेदारी आपकी है कि आप पता करें क्या वो सही है या नहीं सही, और अगर गलत है तो उसके खिलाफ कार्रवाई करो, और अगर सही है तो बहुत ही गंभीर मामला है। I was not willing to give a press conference on this matter, but for the fact that a distinguished minister of this government has chosen to come to the press and make statements which are not only irresponsible, but are not befitting the status of the office that he holds. There is a gentleman who has made some serious allegations, and backed by an email which has been sent to me by Ashish Ray, in which he has stated that he has got political asylum from the American government, which document has been forwarded. He has also stated that he was working on a project along with 13 other people, including him, called the project MS7B, which is called the MS7B team. He says that immediately after the elections on the 12th of May, on the 13th of May, they were called to a particular guest house, Kaki Reddy's guest house, and Kaki Reddy is apparently, according to him, the brother-in-law of Kishan Reddy MLA. And this guest house is near Little Flower Junior College, Uppal. He says the incident happened on May 13, 2014. He says that of the 13 people involved, 11 people were shot. And he says when Kishan Reddy MLA entered the room, he said, Champai Anderki. I don't know what it means, but this is what he says. And he further goes on to say that on the 15th of May, he somehow was saved. And on the 15th of May, he took a flight to Chicago. And then he was in detention center for about 16 days. He was in hospital for 18 days. All this can be verified from the records of the US government, from the passport office, and from his passport. Then he must have made a statement at the detention center. What the contents of that statement are can always be verified. Then he also says another thing, that when he inquired, his house was burnt. His parents were also killed, were burnt to death. His parents were also burnt to death. And he says they showed this as a communal riot. And then he says that the gentleman who was in charge of this project, MS7B, was one Kamal Rao. Kamal Rao is now settled in the United States. Then one Mr. Shukla, who was the IT in charge in ECIL. Apparently, he is also in the United States. He's given the address of one of these persons, which is part of this email. Then he says further that Win Solutions is the company that set up this project, and they worked for ECIL for looking at the next generation EVM machines. And the question that I've asked of him was that, can these machines ever be tampered so that the next generation machines should not be tampered? That's how they started working on the project. And then he says that, he says where he worked in ECIL. He said in different locations in Sanat Nagar, which is the head office of the ECIL. And then he says all this, the payments to by ECIL to Wind Solutions and payments by Wind Solutions to these gentlemen must be made by checks. So all this can be easily verified. That's not a problem. Right? So therefore, ECIL has a lot to answer. ECIL must respond to all this. Whether there was such a project or not, was Wind Solutions given this project? Did Wind Solutions employ people? How were monies to be paid? And then he says that when I went to the United States, then the Department of Justice and the Department of Homeland Security verified all these facts. It's only thereafter that I got political asylum. So how did he get political asylum? What are the reasons for that political asylum? How did the US government verify these facts? These are all matters that have to be investigated. We're not saying, and I'm not saying that he's right or he's wrong. I'm only saying that these are very serious issues. And instead of the minister digressing the issue and start attacking political parties, he should be more concerned about these allegations and immediately lodge an FIR to make sure that an proper investigation is done. In fact, I would request, because this is all in Andhra, I would request the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, in fact, to lodge an FIR and to do a proper investigation as to how this all happened, if at all it happened. And secondly, he says that one leader of a political party went and met him in the United States on the 25th of January 2015, a very important journalist whose voice is heard by most of us in drawing room channels when we switch off the television. He apparently, according to him, met him in November 2015. Now, I don't know about this. The passports will tell whether this is true or this is not true. Then he talks about one Vamshi who met him in New York, and he says when he came back on 9th of September, he also was run over by a bus. Now these are, in fact, this sounds like a science fiction story to me, but a story that can be easily verified because of the facts and the details that the gentleman has given.